Stage 3 is where the gloves start coming off. This isn't the hardest stage in the game, oh my god, no. But you're probably going to die a lot trying to beat it. I know I did. Lucky for you, though, starting from level 3, you can save your game by pressing Ctrl and G. Though this does create an interesting little drawback that we'll explore later on. But for now, we're going to take a blind leap into the darkness and land on platforms to be perfectly fine. If you explored the ground level, you would see these columns and you'd be able to think, hey, well, there's probably platforms up there that I can jump on and explore. And you'd be right. But I'm not really exploring because I'm kind of in a hurry, plus I know where to go anyway. That being said, I am taking a detour here. Not for exploration purposes, but because I know there's something up here. But there's another something. A new obstacle. The snap traps. They snap shut, and if you're in between them, you get cut in half and you die. Very harrowing little obstacle. You won't see more than one of them at a time anywhere else in the level, but because this is a health upgrade, they stick 3 of the bastards in a row to trip you up. Both getting to the thing and getting back from it are kind of tricky. Oh god. I don't know how I made that, but I made it, so I'm happy. Now we can actually take the right path through the level. You may have noticed earlier on I stepped on a thing up here and it made a noise. A gate opened. That's what we're supposed to do. But now we're supposed to hightail it to that gate, and believe me, this is easier said than done. You've got to make really good jumps, and more than that, you need to know a certain thing, which I didn't the first time I played, which is that if you hold shift, you can grab onto a ledge and pull yourself up. I didn't, and I plummeted to many a death before I figured out what the heck I was supposed to do. But that's the really hard part of the level out of the way. The rest is just running around, hitting switches. It's mostly easy. You'll see what I mean. I mean, only one of these traps. You can just time your jump through that thing. It's simple. 2 in a row is a little tougher, but 3, my god. I'm not quite sure if they ever throw 3 in a row at you in normal play without trying to get a health upgrade. But that being said, we opened up the exits, and now all we have to do is get there. Sounds simple enough. We just have to get past this snap trap again, but we did it once before. By God, we can do it again. It's all about timing. And waiting until you don't hear that horrible clanging sound to move forward. Smooth sailing from... Oh. This is a skeleton. He doesn't have a health bar because he's a skeleton and he's already dead. So you can't kill him. The only thing you can really do is knock him off the edge there. That usually works for our guys. That kills him. But not in this fellow's case. He's still here. Ah! And he's voracious. To the best of my knowledge, this is the only skeleton warrior in the game. I don't know if there are others on other pathways, but he's dealt with. That's great. And there's this pit between us and the end of level 3. Not a bad level, just one that will probably require a lot of practice. And hey, how about that? We're a quarter of the way through the game, and we haven't even used 10 minutes yet. Our chances are pretty good. Well, thank God, we're finally out of the dungeon. We're in the palace proper now. Though there are still switches to push and gates to open and guards to kill because this is a video game and you have to have some stuff to do. Speaking of stuff to do, we're gonna just carefully go over here because there's something I want to do down there. That gate I'm not worried about yet. But what I am worried about is this swordsman here. We got the drop on him because we snuck up. And down to the pit he goes. Something to note, if you knock a guard into a spike pit and then fall into that spike pit yourself, you only take fall damage as opposed to dying instantly. Presumably because the guard's corpse is protecting you from the deadly spikes. Of course, this is all pointless because you can't get out of that spike pit and you're going to have to restart the level anyway. But it's a nice little touch, nonetheless. That's fun. We dropped a tile onto a switch down below, and then opened up this, and only one trap guarding a health upgrade. Man, you're kind of going back and forth here, Prince of Persia. I mean, you had 3 before. 1 ain't a thing. I mean, the time jump. But now I want to get down there. Instead of blindly leaping into the chasm, I'm just gonna sort of lower myself down cautiously, because that's what you do. And that's why I wanted to get rid of that guard, because otherwise, when I made that leap, he probably would have stabbed me in the face and knocked me into the spike pit. But I pressed some switch to open that gate, and now I can get through there. Now this looks tricky. No, I don't think I want to do a running jump. That's a little too risky. I'm just going to do a standing leap and hope I can get that sword guy in time. I could knock him into the snap trap, and it's really fun to do, and I'll be sure to do it at some point, but not just now. Now we're all about business, getting through the level. Level 4 really isn't bad. I mean, that was sort of the hardest part, getting that health upgrade, but over here is pretty much smooth sailing. Well, barring this guy. He's not hard, I swear. I'm just... yeah, having a bad day. But you just gotta be quick on the blocking and the parrying and the countering and whatnot. That's all you gotta do. Oh dear. But I'm pretty good on health. I mean, I'll drink this just because it's there and the game's giving it to me, so why the heck not? I don't know why it's there. I mean, there's nothing else to kill us to deal damage. I mean, the only other obstacle, we'll see in a second, we want to press that switch, but over here is the only obstacle, a snap trap that would kill us instantly, so, whatever. It's a bit weird, but we'll roll with it. Why not? Well, now the exit's open, so all we gotta do is get back. Just take it slow. Jump across. And we can backtrack. Nothing to it. I don't see anything else that's really gonna stop us. Well, barring this mirror that came out of nowhere. How the hell with it? Let's girl in the fireplace, this son of a bitch. That was odd. That hasn't happened before. Well, we beat level 4 anyway. So, a third of the way through the game. But what could that have meant?